no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. We're going to get into this mailbag, which was filmed on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. If you're not on the show, guess what? It means you got to subscribe. Now, if you want to come ahead and party with me in Las Vegas this weekend, there is the biggest Raiders party of the entire year, and it's at chatsports.com/party. So I've partnered up with the Black Hole, and I'm talking about all the biggest Raider fans are going to be there. We got some top performers performing for you guys as well, and if you want to save 10%, go to chatsports.com/party. Use code Mitch. There's also an open bar. So if you want to have an open bar in Las Vegas, if you want to meet up with me, if you want to meet up with a bunch of Raiders fans, it's at the Omnia at Caesar's Palace. Yes, where Caesar lives. I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest Raiders party of the year, and hopefully you guys are joining with me. Going to be in the comments description, chatsports.com/party. Let's go to Ray Gomez. Should the Raiders sign Tahir Whitehead? No. I get the fact that Whitehead was a guy that had, over 100 tackles for a few straight seasons. He had that repertoire with the Raiders, but from a linebacking standpoint, no, I'm okay. I get that Tanner Muse is going to be going to the Seattle Seahawks practice squad, but no, I'm good on Tahir Whitehead. I was never that high on the guy anyway. Caleb Martinez, why is everyone around the NFL busting on the Raiders, saying they aren't going to be any good this year? Here's my 2 cents, right? First off, you should never bust on anyone unless you're dating. Second, it's this. I'm okay with them busting on the Raiders, right? Simply because, think about it. When this team has put their backs up against the wall, we're getting really dark here, but that's when they've played better, and it's the truth. Think about the beginning of the season every year. This is a team that gets doubted, and then they come out, they win some games, they beat some top teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, and then they play a shit game against the Atlanta Falcons, losing 42-6, and then they play a shit game against the Jets, lose 34-3. I'm okay with them doubting us because this team has proven when people doubt them, they play well. So I'm okay with it. We Out Here Entertainment. What do you grade the defense now? I actually think with the addition of KJ Wright, and then once this team gets fully healthy, so we get Nicholas Morrow back, I do. I think this should be a top 15 defense, and I hate saying that simply because I've always been the guy until they prove it, but I was so high on KJ Wright and him being able to help that linebacking core, and then you have Casey Hayward in the secondary being able to help that young secondary. You go out and get Trayvon Merrick, who's an absolute stud. You upgrade the defensive line and Yannick Ngakoue, again, somebody that knows this defense. They have all the pieces. They just got to put it together, and I do have a lot of confidence in Gus Bradley. Now, if you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We got 866 of y'all watching this bad boy right now, so take a second, if you haven't subbed, and click that big red button underneath this video. And the reason why I tell people to do that is because the way that this show can stay free, the way that we can continue to do what we do is just honestly by y'all hitting that sub button. Now, if you are subbed, take the link, send it to some dude, send it to whoever the hell you want, even if they're not a Raider fan. Actually, no, I take that back. Send it to only Raider fans, youtube.com/Raiders Report. Maybe we'll make an OnlyFans for Raiders fans. That sounds kind of weird. All right, Nicholas Gonzalez, you're next up here. Do you think we will be getting a backup option behind Richie Incognito, O-line really shaky? The backup option is John Simpson. John Simpson's going to play swing guard. So what the Raiders have right now is backup to Andre James is Nick Easton. Or, nah, not Nick Easton. Nick Martin. I've been wanting them to go out and sign Easton from the Saints, who's the free agent. And then you got your swing tackle positions, which is basically Brandon Parker. But the swing guard backup, it is John Simpson. He's going to play right guard. He's going to play left guard if either one of those guys goes down. What up, B-Ray? Do you think Drake will be a surprise fantasy RB3/flex? In a PPR league, he might actually have a little bit more value. However, I'm not really going to go out and try to really target Drake simply because I don't know what he's going to do. If there's the player that's probably more disrespected, it's Josh Jacobs. I think Jacobs is still going to have a very good year. So if you're watching this live, we got some projections coming up here, so don't go anywhere. If you're watching this on a later date, go check out my projections video. What up, Big Time Willie? Chances we beat the Ravens by 21, $50 on FanDuel. No, I'm not going to put that bet down on 21 points, but I do have the Raiders winning. Though the Baltimore Ravens, I believe, have really outscored their opponents in their last 5 opening season games. They're they've been playing really well. But the Raiders have also won their last two openers. So I'm betting on the Raiders. We got a $5 super chat from Raider Profit. Why does everyone underestimate the demands Gus put on the organization to build his defense? Why else would he have signed up? I mean, I will say that I like that Gruden is kind of being like, hey, Gus, here are the keys to the car. Go out and get your guys. Hayward, Ngakwe, and now KJ Wright. So, he's done a very good job doing that. I also like the idea that he looked at all the players on the roster, and he was like, you guys got to earn your spot. I don't care who you are, where you came from, this or that. If you don't earn a spot on my defense, then you're not going to stick around. I actually think Tanner Muse is one of the perfect examples of that. But I'm with you. I have full confidence in Gus Bradley, and he is making this defense his. Malcolm 421, you're next up here on the Raiders Report. Bleacher Report said the Raiders should sign Olivier Vernon, like or dislike. All right, how about this, y'all? If you like the idea of the Raiders signing Olivier Vernon, I want you to go ahead and like this video right now. I would have said at one point, sure, why the hell not? Why not go out and get somebody like Olivier Vernon? It maybe comes down to price tag overall, but I also wasn't that thrilled by Vernon's production over the last 2 years, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and say no. I don't think the Raiders should go out and get him. Luke Rogerson, how many sacks do you see us getting this upcoming season? My number has been at 44, but now with the addition of Wright, it's at 46. Is it that big of a change? No, not really. But 46 sacks for a team that was in the low 20s last year is a big improvement. Plus, I'm interested to see how much Bradley blitzes, because usually he does not blitz all that much. Now, you guys can choose this. If you want to come on the Raiders Report, type Y for yes or type L for I'm a loser. Now, a lot of times I'll bring on guys, who are here in the studio. I'll be like, hey, come drink this beer with me. Hey, take this shot. Hey, go ahead and funnel this beer. Whatever it has be. But I know we have a lot of people that watch the show, and once in a while, like, hey, man, I would love to be able to come on. So if you want to come on the Raiders Report, if you're one of the people right now spamming that Y for yes in the live show, then I need you to listen the hell up. I want you to reserve a table right now at Tailgate Social in Las Vegas. All you got to do is go to chatsports.com/table. You're going to see that link. It's going to be available for you in the comments and in the live chat as well. Click on that and reserve a table. Or you can actually go ahead and call them at 702-221-6513. Again, 702-221-6513. 1-3. Tell them I want to come and watch the Raiders Report. That can be on Saturday. I'm going to be there on Sunday as well, and I'm going to be hosting a live Raiders watch party. Raiders versus Ravens. We do a lot of different shows, and I'm going to be doing a live show all 3 of those days. So if you want to come and hang out with me, you want to come on the show, we can also chit-chat about the Raiders, whatever you want. Plus, they got really good food and drink deals there as well. Chatsports.com/table. Reserve one because they're going really, really quick. This one's coming in from Juan Hernandez. How many sacks do you think Perriman will have? Oh, man, I believe my projection for him was 2 sacks. Don't quote me on that because we have our live projection show coming up here in a bit. And I don't always break out the calculator, but on my projection show, I broke out the calculator. But I believe Perriman was under 2 sacks. Juicehead89, what's up, Mitch? How the F is Lawson, Nixon, and Levitt still on the team, but we cut Joseph? I think it actually goes more, and sure, you got Carl Joseph's picture still. I think it goes back to where they could potentially help this team. So, Dale Levitt, he's a gunner, and what does that mean? He's a good guy on special teams, can go after the kick returner, can go after the punt returner. That's why he's on it. Keyshawn Nixon, they liked what they saw from him, and then Nevin Lawson, they like his toughness and they like his leadership. From what I know from people that I talk to, they cut Carl Nassib because they didn't believe that he was 100% healthy. With all the time that he missed this offseason, they couldn't count on him to be healthy this year. So that's why they decided to move on from him. But from a talent standpoint, I'm with you. I think Carl Joseph is a much better player than those 3. Sergio Macias, Gruden has done too many bad decisions. He should be on the hot seat. If anything, start panning out. I'm actually with you in terms of if it wasn't for his contract, he 100% should be on the hot seat. However, he is not on the hot seat for that reason. I also want to be able to hit you guys with this quick little update here. So I know that this isn't the Ravens report, But I do want to keep you guys up to date on some of our enemies as well. And the Baltimore Ravens are one of the teams that obviously we're going up against. The Baltimore Ravens have actually just signed running back Le'Veon Bell. So that's something to keep in mind. They have added another running back since J.K. Dobbins went down. Justice Hill also went down. But the Ravens are signing Le'Veon Bell. So that's going to be somebody to keep in mind. And probably going to have to go up against Bell Week 1 Monday Night Football. So what are your thoughts on the decision to cut Tanner Muse? Was it smart or was it dumb? And the reason why I'm curious about this is because obviously he was a third-round pick, right? Third-round pick, number 100 overall. The Raiders technically traded back to go ahead and get him. And he was a product where he was a safety in college, converted linebacker. He also recently on Tuesday signed with the Seattle Seahawks after clearing waivers, so there's no way we're going to get him back. But as for smart, D for dumb. Let me know down in those comments your thoughts on Tanner running back. Then yeah, why the hell not? What up, LC Raider Mitch? I cannot wait to see how Nate Hobbs does this Monday. You and me both, dude. I mean, he was probably the best rookie out of all rookies in the preseason on the defensive side of the football. Not really afraid to say that. Like, he was that good even according to PFF. So, I'm with you. I really, really can't wait to see Nate Hobbs. Super chat coming in from the Autumn Wind. Hey, Mitch, how many wins do you think we get? And if we miss the playoffs, could Gruden and Mayock be on the hot seat? Love the show. Raiders! So I'm going to go ahead and say that I want you to watch my preview show, which is going to be coming out this weekend at Tailgate Social. And I don't want to totally give it away, but I do have the Raiders at least in the mix for the playoffs. Will they make it? You got to watch to see. And if they do not make the playoffs, and if it's a very bad year, like top 10 in the NFL draft type of bad, I believe Mayock's out. I still think they're going to hang on to Jon Gruden, though. All right, what up, Raymond? Since Gruden has got here, have we not gotten better each year? Yes, we have gotten better each year, and that's a fact. However, you need to be able to perform better. And the reason why I say that is when you look at how much money they have spent free agency, when you look at the trades that they have made, when you look at the fact that they've had 7 first-round picks, you need to do better than not ever making the playoffs. Have they improved from 4-12, 7-9, 8-8? You are 100% right. But with all that going into it, with all the money that they've had, with them moving to a new city, you need to do a little bit better. And honestly, man, I think it's really as simple as that. Something else that I want you guys to pay attention to, I want you guys to come party with me and the entire Black Hole group. So I have officially partnered with the best, most notorious fan group among all Raider fans. It's the Black Hole. And I want you to come to our kickoff party, which is going to be on Sunday, September 12th from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So if you want the hookup, use code Mitch to get 10% off at chatsports.com/party. Now, if you want to also come party with me and a whole bunch of other Raider fans, like there's going to be hundreds, maybe even thousands. Now, maybe you can't make it out Sunday. It's all good. How about the number one place to tailgate on Monday before that Raiders versus Ravens game? It's also going to be here at the Omnia. So we're going to be here for the Omnia nightclub at Caesars Palace at the and I want you guys to come check out. Like, it's going to be wild. We got Jermaine Dupree. He's going to be there. So if you guys want to reserve some spots, go to chatsports.com/party. Use code Mitch to get 10% off. Plus, the Black Hole, we're going to be putting on events the entire season. Every single Raiders home game. This is where I'm going to be tailgating. So if you want to come tailgate with me, please already lock it in at the Omnia nightclub. It's going to be the best tailgate experience of the year, but make sure you definitely get those kickoff tickets. Chatsports.com/party. Christopher McGuire, I look at the first 8 games, and I could potentially see a 6-win, 2-loss team at worst. See, what's funny is I look at this beginning schedule, and I agree with you that I could see them being like, okay, here's an opportunity for them to have 6 wins, but it's also really tough beginning too. So, like, they could also have 2 wins. It's just which Raiders team is going to show up. That one is still a little bit unknown at this point. Let's go tonight. What up, my man? Are the Raiders the most underrated on offseason? Do you mean most underrated team this offseason, or do they have the most underrated offense? Are the Raiders the most underrated? I'm going to guess you mean on offense. No, I don't think the Raiders are the most underrated team on offense.